I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today, we're not actually following a silly celebrity pun or anything like that. It's actually just me checking out the new Capenna commanders because there's a lot of really interesting mechanics that came out with this new set. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to just check out, what's new, what's dropping this week, or even really I should just say with this new set. So what's interesting with the commander today is we're kind of exploring a bit of the shield counter. And so for those of you who don't know what the shield counter is all about, it's basically like a baby indestructible counter. Your creature that has one attached to it has essentially like indestructible, where it's temporary indestructible though. So basically, if any sort of like destroy effect, or if the creature would be destroyed in any way, shape, or form, instead of it dying, you just remove the shield counter. And for those of you who might have seen it before, it kind of reminds me of how like the totem armor works, where you would equip like a totem armor and it would have like a, if this creature's destroyed, destroy the aura enchantment instead. So it's kind of like that, but with a shield counter. So there's some really interesting mechanics that you can play around with on this, but there's not a ton of creatures with the shield counter effects, but I think you can still build something interesting around it because these creatures come in with protection. So like if you have a board wipe, that hits the board and one of your creatures has a shield counter on it, that shield counter will just get removed instead. Same with like any other instant spells that say destroy. And like if you're in combat, the shield counter will get removed if, something had like death touch to like kill that thing or it was going to die in combat. So it's really interesting, and it can be really good at just kind of keeping the advantage because, again, you could have a board state where you have a lot of things with shield counters, drop a board wipe. Most of your creatures might survive if they have shield counters on them, and then you can punch through for a lot of damage. So I don't know. I thought it was a fun thing to explore. So I'll stop and talking forever, and let's go check out the deck list. See you in a second. All right, so there's a few cards that I just want to go over, mostly new ones that I just really want to call out as powerhouses. Specifically, let's go over the commander because it's a new thing and you might want to know how it works. So it's a 4-drop flying trampler, and it lets you look at the top card of your library at any time. And that was the key piece, or key sentence I should say, that really motivated me to build out this commander and give it a go, because I think that having the advantage to look at the top of your library at any time is a pretty big one, and maybe gives you more information about what to do strategy wise that can put you ahead of your opponent who may not be able to seek out that same information. And the other thing that I liked about this too was the ability to cast creatures off the top of your library, so you're not only just getting that information, but now you can use that information. It does require you to remove a counter, but it doesn't specify like what counter. So if you have creatures with +1/+1 counters, you can remove those and use those to cast creatures off the top, or any creature. It's not just a creature, it's spell, sorry. Any spell off the top of your library, which is also really sweet because if you have some sort of like counter spell or instant speed removal that you need to, take a counter off and cast something off the top of your library, that's pretty sweet. So for this, I ended up like going a few directions with this when I first experimented, because there's a lot of really cool cards and a lot of really valuable cards that green, white, and blue have to offer. And I kind of ended up with not necessarily like control-y or anything, but I think I tried to lean more into the ability to create +1/+1 counters, because there aren't a ton of creatures that have the shield counters on them, but also I don't really want to remove those shield counters necessarily because of the protection that they offer, which is another sweet part about this commander, is it enters the battlefield with a shield counter, which means your commander automatically enters the battlefield with some level of protection, which is very nice because we all know commanders will get targeted, especially if there's one that's giving me information and possible card advantage over my opponent. So I really like the fact that it just comes in with some built-in protection essentially. And then I'll just go in and talk about some of the cards I thought were really helpful. Titan Industry, because of its ability to create shield counter when it enters the battlefield, or at least place the shield counter on another creature, so I could protect potentially like Vorinclex if it's out on the battlefield by giving it temporary indestructible with a shield counter. You know, and then you can create a body, you can destroy an artifact or enchantment, or gain life. So it's pretty sweet. It's a good card. And then some of these other ones, like Rock's Pummeler, has a shield counter, big creature, and I felt like this was a good way to kind of force opponents potentially to use like their resources to try to just deal with one creature. So if they didn't have an exile effect, they're potentially either chump blocking creatures to hopefully remove the shield counter, and then maybe following up with some sort of instant speed removal. And that way, this creature overall, it's a big, you know, it does a lot of damage, but, you know, compared to like Vorinclex, I'd rather have Vorinclex live and this thing die. So that's what I liked about this card. It was good at eating up sort of resources, essentially. Sanctuary Warden I like because you can remove shield counter to draw a card and create a chump token, which can feed into other things. And you know, if you don't want to do that, then it still has 2 shield counters, which means it's going to be pretty durable for a little bit until those shield counters are dealt with. Once again, potentially forcing an opponent to use up resources to then deal with this thing with 2 shield counters on it. So this card here, Spara Adjudicators, I don't know if I pronounced that right. I like these cards. Every family set has like one of them. But it's like really good for mana fixing early on, and then this one in particular I like to use to either remove like a blocker that I want to get around, or buy myself more time by not letting it attack or block until my next turn. So I like that a lot. Swooping Protector I used more defensively by just flashing it in and try to use it as like a way to stop like a flyer. Like if someone was like, oh, I'll just swing in with like, you know, a dragon and they don't have anything to protect me in the air, poof, I can drop this. It has a shield counter. I'm safe for a little bit. And then Disciplined Duelist, love the Devil Strike, and it has a shield counter. But I think one of the MVPs just for this and a few other decks is Gala Greeters, just because of the ability to put +1/+1 counters on or create a tap treasure token, and those 2 things added a lot of value to this deck. So overall, a lot of fun. I'm not gonna go, you know, off on too much longer of this tangent, but I just really wanted to call out these cards, and then the other ones over here were basically what I think helped me win games. But enough chatting, let's go see it out there. See you in a bit. Oh, this is the one where you make a dog token, I think. Oop. Okay. Can't play it turn 1, but I still want to do it. Because I feel like this just helps so much. I love, like, the stuff that white does with this. Okay. So, let's put this down tapped. Every land we had was just a tapped land. I like holding on to undo version in case I draw a different land. But if I don't, I'll just play it tapped this turn. Or maybe we can play this one tapped. Oh, for those of you who don't know, if you would create 1 or more tokens, you may instead create 2/2 green cat tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 dog creature tokens with vigilance. So it's a pretty good card. We'll just do this. And then hope for an untapped land so we can grab some other lands. That'd be very nice. Sweet. We asked it and got and received. Asked/received. What makes sense here? Should we let's grab a forest. We have 2 blue sources, and I think what we come across more is plains and forest for our needs here. So at the beginning of your upkeep, deals 2 damage to you for each treasure you control. So that's interesting. With like how many treasures you can make now, I kind of feel like this isn't the safest card to keep. Unless you have like a really good life gain. Sweet. Okay. Oh, that's what they're doing it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's actually really clever. Because instead of the treasure token, they just make the dog tokens and the cat tokens. That's cool. would be nice if we had some more creatures. We can toss the commander down too, maybe this turn. This is nice too, but I guess it does have double strike. Huh. I kind of want to put the commander down though, just so we can see what's on top of our deck. I really like the ability that you can see what's on top of your deck too. And kind of like the sub-shield theme as well. Because shield's actually a pretty cool mechanic. It's like temporary indestructible, essentially. I think it reminds me a little bit of the, was it the totem auras that you could add on where you destroy the aura instead of the creature. Okay. What are you doing, friend? Okay. I'll just block here. Okay, we got a forest card. Boop. I think I'm just gonna put this down so we have a blocker. Ooh, I like that too. Actually, no, we don't want to lose that shield counter. So we will attack. Easy for them to block. In turn. This is where I wish I was black, where I could just drop like a massacre worm and hit all those tokens. So I'm still working towards that Skeet Swarm massacre worm goal. It just seems so sweet. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we definitely want to undo version now when we can. Because that's not good. Though I think we only need like 1 or 2 more lands. No. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we'd only need 1 more land drop in between the next 2 turns to be able to drop that. I think that'll be pretty devastating for their board state as well. That's freaking bananas though. This is a really smart build. We'll drop this. We'll drop this. Let's get Shoe Lane down. Maybe I played that out of order, but I kind of like the idea of getting a +1/+1 counter on them. We have to attack with Toski. We'll leave the commander back for a good blocker in the air. And then maybe next turn we drop this. There's the double strike part, plus having a the shield on it, so even though the shield counter will go away. But we are going to hit that land drop we were looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll play that. And then the next turn we can drop that and then drop this. Unless we have a way to remove the Divine Visitation sooner. But I think just based on their board state, it would make the most sense to do that. And then we have stuff with like shield counters and indestructibles, so I don't think we'll be hurt as much as they would be. But I kind of like the idea too of them just like over-investing their board state too. Do we care about the 4 damage now? I guess since I do plan to board wipe and it is just my commander, it won't be a huge deal if I block with that now. So yeah, we'll add that. We'll do this. Draw a card. This will... Sweet. Okay. Okay. So maybe on my end step I'll return maybe the commander, so don't have to worry about tax, or maybe Tenacious Pup. I kind of like the idea of a Tenacious Pup. Bounce him back. I think I could actually do that. How much is that? 3 mana? Oh, maybe not. But yeah, we're definitely going to take a bit of damage here. But I'm pretty sure after I drop onto Inversion, like, they're going to have a hard time rebuilding their board because they only have 4 mana and they won't have Arcane Signet anymore. So, Outlawz Merriment. Okay. Yeah, actually, this is going to be a really sweet undo version. Okay. I don't need to cast more than 1 spell. Or maybe, can I return Chuling? So they're gonna go to combat. So yeah, we're actually just gonna lose our commander here anyways. But I am curious if I can actually bounce back my commander. Or if I can bounce back. Because it just says, it doesn't say other creature. So we'll do this. Unblock. I'm gonna do this now. Okay, yeah, I can bounce him back. So I'll do that. And they're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. Take. Oh, shoot. Okay, wait, never mind. That was good. For some reason I thought I bounced my commander back to my hand. I'm paying attention. Oh, goodness. Okay, so, yeah. This is going to be a really fun on-do version. They're probably wondering what's going on. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that was a good top deck, too. Destroy all on-land permanents. Huge board wipe there. Okay, I'll attack. Draw on a card. Oh, 2 triggers because it hits twice. And another board wipe. Oh, that was really good. Oh, man, that feels good. Okay. Dang, dude. Okay, so we'll get Chuling down again. Or maybe we do this. Or we could board wipe again. Feel that? No, let's not be that greedy. Okay. Drop this. We'll put that down. Comes in and attack because we didn't play land for turn yet. Let's do this, just so we can get more card draw, because we're greedy. Ooh, look at this ramp, though. Wow, Chuling MVP. Like, that's literally insane. And we're gonna get 2 cards because of double strike. And we got board protection as well. This is really insane right now. With a negate in case they try to board wipe. But that would be next turn. Okay. I am a-okay with that. I don't think we need to worry too much. Because that is activated abilities. What do we have over here? Okay. Target card. So... actually, I'm just going to save that. We can put down this. Do we have enough to kick this? I think we do, right? No kicking. Okay, we won't do that now. We do want to leave a little bit up for another board wipe, but I would like... because this enters the battlefield with, and whenever it attacks... oh, creature gains flying. Okay. I think I'll leave mana up just for the negate in case they try doing anything sus here. We do need to attack here. This will attack with Vorinclex. And I think that's all we really need to attack with. They're down to 1 card. So they probably want to double block maybe Vorinclex, but it looks like they might be hoping for Lymphala to keep them alive a bit. And we draw more cards. Okay, I think I'm gonna cast Cultivate because I should be able to put a land into play. We'll do this, and then this should go in for my hand. Didn't make a land drop this turn. Okay, so we still have enough for negate. I will discard Skyclave because it doesn't feel very helpful to me right now. Maybe this. Flying aspect is good for evasion, but I don't really think we care about that right now. But we do have anything up to keep our board state protected, so if they draw a board wipe... oh, I kind of like doing this too, so now they don't draw their cards. What would they do? Just... oh, Bootlegger Sash. Ooh, good game. Ooh, I love this. The Apex of Wishes. This will be interesting. Okay. Not much in the ways of land here. We only have 2 lands and no early play, so this is definitely a free molly. I actually like this land part pretty well. We got turn 2, turn 3 play. I think this will be fine. So let's try this. We'll put Hollowed Fountain intact, because we don't have any turn 1 plays that we super want to get working. And if you don't know, This is going to be a mutate deck, so it mutates, and then they exile the top card of their library till they hit a non-land permanent card, and then they can put that card into the battlefield or on their hand. And I really like that part of the commander because it can set you up. So basically, if you have a mutate focused deck and you don't want to put something automatically onto the battlefield, like that lets you put it back in their hand, so you could still have the option of like mutating it instead of losing that mutate like stonks, if that makes sense. So I chose the ramp because I think ramp is important in this. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get stuff going here. So maybe we want to put this down. Let's put this guy down. We won't get the end of turn pay 1 into that, but that's fine. We do have enough for the commander to drop next too. And another thing that I really like about these shield counters is it's kind of like board wipe protection as well, because they can skip at least that board wipe, unless it's like something like farewell, which honestly adds that much more importance to farewell in the first place. So yeah, I'm glad. I think I went back and added that in. That's so important. Just with like a lot of the new effects on here, like the way the new cards are being printed, it just feels like destroy is almost not even enough for removal. You almost have to exile everything. But yeah, definitely adding the shield counter. Yeah. So each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library. You reveal a land card or an instant sorcery from them. Each player puts that revealed card into their hand and the rest at the bottom. So I'm going to go with Dovin's Veto because I like having spell protection. Like if we need to keep pieces on our board. Taken care of there. I should have flashed in with our... Oh well. I'm putting this down just to add a little bit more ramp and get some tokens out. We have time, so I'm not like super worried. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh. Good game. Oh, dark. I wonder which one. Like, I think he has an alchemy version. Well, some cool stuff in this hand, but not a lot of mana. So we'll keep this one. Do that. So we do have 2 other lands, so might as well put this 3. Not that it really matters for turn 1. Boop. Okay, Desert Beach down, and then now their creatures will come in attack. Oh, if you don't know what this Planeswalker does, target creature can get +3/+3, gains trample, -2, 3/3 Green Beast token, and then you can put a loyalty counter if I have more creatures. Probably won't happen. Beginning an end step, you may search your library for a creature card and put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. So that is all pretty darn good. I think I'm going to do this and kick it for, it would be 4. So, got that going. So at least, that's not really going to matter though, because they're not going to have multicolored spells. At least any creature though that they try to protect Garrick with will come in tapped, so we can always hit Garrick if they put it on the field. So that's why I love these kind of effects, because like if anything has haste, it kind of makes that useless. Oh, well, there we go. Kind of want to put this down, but if we do that, we'll lose our only white source. And if we want to counter their Garrick, I think that'll be important. But is that a big deal if we slow our board state down just to counter that potentially, and then they put in a creature instead? So maybe we should just do this. Get more bodies. Because I think like them putting down a Planeswalker isn't going to be that big of a deal. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking right there. So... Number of lands they control. I think it makes sense just to ramp a little, because we do need lands. I guess it's not technically ramping, I don't know. But we got this as well. And then I think I'm okay if I just want to attack, right? Because their Prochemoth isn't going to be able to get bigger. I have nothing in the graveyard at this time. And this is a pretty sweet card for Commander. Like, anything like Deadly Relic, Fierce Guardianship just gets auto-countered. Okay, so we take 7, or what's the dealio there? Okay. I'm not gonna block. So we have lethal on the board, right? No? Okay. Potentially, actually. Right? Oh, okay. We don't want it to fight, but we can do... We'll put 2 counters on you. And then drop you. So in the air for 5. I think we can just go wide here. Good game. So it's going to be a pretty aggro deck. So maybe this is going to be good to keep. We'll put Mystic down, tap first, and then we'll have Hydra that'll come in untapped. We'll be able to drop this for, yep. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. I almost wonder if it's going to be smarter to leave this up. I don't remember if this counters that though. Legendary enchantment creature, so maybe not because it's a creature type. And we should ramp. We'll grab a plains. Okay. Might as well attack. So if they start getting that life gain, at least we'll stop the Angel Maker for a little bit. Oof. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the best play. We'll put this down. And this. So we get that a counter. And then we won't attack because that's now too big. And we'll just hope for a board wipe, I guess. I don't know. This is gonna suck. We can double block too. Hopefully. Let's do this. They're almost to the Angel Maker, huh? Okay. Put this down. Power 1 or less, draw a card. So it's not going to be super helpful for us. If I attack into this, they're just going to block with their 4/4, gain some life, get a +1/+1 counter, so that doesn't help me. So potentially, if they want to get the Speaker of the Heavens to start making angels, they'll have to attack still, which maybe I can next turn dink their life down a little bit. I don't know. Not in a good spot for sure. Let's hope I can counter whatever this non-creature spell is going to be. Oh, good. Yes. It's definitely something I want to counter. Okay. And if they do try attacking in, I'm for sure double blocking it with my 2 temporary indestructible things. Let's put this down. So now we got a huge body. And I'm kind of conflicted. I think I'll just attack in the air. Now we don't have to worry about the Angel Maker as much. We have a huge body, so that's not good. We do have a 7/7 at least to block. And if we can get another land, I think we can play this Vorinclex. So that's not bad. But we are out of cards, which is not good. not do that now. We'll just do this. Gain that life. I think the main goal might be just to keep them below 27 if possible. I'm trying to think here. I don't see any benefit necessarily attacking because it'll let them add counters on stuff. So really what I think we need is a board wipe because we have stuff with shield counters that'll stay alive. Or some way to remove Speaker of the Heavens. But we're both at the point where we're like out on cards. Ooh, that's a lot of tokens. Is that 6? Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Being able to play Vorinclex or... Oh, we got a land on top, so there we go. But yeah, if they attack, we can double block at least. Right? Ah, another 5/6. Okay. Maybe it looks sus that we have untapped mana. Vorinclex. I don't think we attack here. Yeah, wash away. It's a good counter. But now they know that they can just swing on in. So maybe that'll kind of slow them down a little bit as well. Yeah, so all their lands done on tap, but maybe they don't care. Okay, so we'll block that one, block that one, and block that one. So yeah, they'll have a lot of counters that they can put on stuff this turn. And that's got trample. So at least Vorinclex does that. Ooh. We will remove it from this one. That's pretty sweet. Do you have anything here we necessarily care about? Not really. Nix. Oh, and that even made it so we could block reasonably too. Okay. I'm gonna attack with you, and you. Because then Vorinclex has that indestructible counter on it too, which is pretty nice. I mean, shield counter, but has indestructible. So bonk, 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 bonk. That's pretty good. And we took out the Angel Maker, and Helioid's not a creature anymore. Plus, the other fun part of this is all their lands are tapped, so they can't even put like the lifelink stuff on it. So Vorinclex definitely put them in a tough position. Good game. Ooh, Vivian. This will be interesting, because I think she lets you sack to go find a creature equivalent to, it's either its toughness or its CMC. I will check in a second. Okay. I actually like this hand because we have one of each color, early play here, and then this can help us mana fix a bit too by letting a land that we have here tap for pretty much any of the colors that we need. So I'm pretty happy with this. That's cool. Hello. Okay. All right. Boop. So let's just mana fix, because I feel like that's probably gonna help a bit more early on here. We are gonna take quite a bit of damage though from this, because I don't really think... I guess we have Fierce Impact that can help us pull something out sooner. Ooh, this is looking rough already though. Man, that's actually a really cool icon. Ooh, that's really cool though too. Yeah, we might want to get that down on the board sooner as well. So, what do we want more here? Probably want another green source. And then let's do this so we can at least make their creatures start coming in tapped. So like when this creature dies, this will flip and their stuff will come in tap. So maybe that'll buy us a little bit more time while we're working on, I don't know, making bodies here. Sweet. So, yes. We'll block here. And again, it's gonna come back. And so all their stuff will be tapped, so that'll help us a lot. We'll drop this blue source, and then Toski. And then next turn, because this can be a chump blocker pretty easily, we'll just fetch up Vorinclex.
If you won't listen to nature, I'll speak.
Nice.
On its behalf.
Oh, I wonder if I should put Farewell in this. I should do that after this match. I think Farewell would be a very good board wipe that is needed for this particular deck, because just we're not depending too much on graveyard play, you know? Who do we want to grab here? That makes the most sense. So this is good for other ramp. I don't think we need other like ramp though. That's pretty high costing. I think this is the one that... Oh, but this also will get us card draw. Do we have enough for that though? Do we need another blue source? Let's grab Vorinclex. I feel like that might be the safer one, because if they're able to put counters on Ranger class... let's just have Toski attack that. It's gonna get blocked. It'll be fine. Yeah, this is gonna be a concern for Alchemist. Though we only have like one thing in the graveyard for it to hit. But if we can get Vorinclex down, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have to hit our other land drop though. But I think we were saved by this making Froghemoth come in tapped. So if we do hit our land drop this turn, we can essentially negate that from being an issue. They're putting in some scary things in their graveyard. Nice. Okay. We did not hit our land drop, unfortunately. I think we'll want to grab... Yeah. Well, I guess we can't decide anything other than these two, right? I was like, maybe I can grab a blue source. Never mind. Okay. So, boop. And I think, boop. Or no. Do we want a chump blocker back? Let's leave a chump blocker back. And then we'll attack with Toski.
But I sense your fear.
I don't know if that's really mattered as much, I guess. Maybe I should have gone face. Ooh, that's bad. So at least that comes in tap too. And then the Froghemoth can trade with Yusharn. And maybe the Fierce Impact if I double block. So then that at least won't grow anymore. Whew, this is intense. They got a really scary board state here. But this was a good reminder for me to put in Farewell. I don't know why I spaced on adding that to this deck. Dual Predominance. Okay, that was smart. So now I can't really do anything about Froghemoth here. Okay. I'm wondering now at this point if it's even going to be helpful to put Vorinclex down, but I guess it would stop with the counters that are being added. So maybe it's still a good idea. Oof. That's bad. Okay. So we'll put this down. drop this. And we're pretty much gonna die next turn, right? Like this is gonna be able to block. Yeah, I think we're dead. Just got behind the curve a little bit here, I guess. That, I mean, they are rocking the green. Kind of feel like super aggro's a little bit of this deck's like weak point. So we could take, yeah, we'd take 18 potentially here. Plus the land. So I think even if Vorinclex would have to block the 10-9. But even then... yeah, we could have like 2 life. But then I'd have to like top deck a board wipe, which I don't think is going to happen. I mean, I guess just the 10-10 there. And that was not the board wipe we needed. Let's put this down. I can't attack. Maybe that's what I should have done last time. Boop. I embrace my death. I do really like that dragon icon, though. I might have to see if I have that one. I also say Radiant Restraints was clutch, because it did help us have a chance to, like, catch up a little bit. But yeah, definitely lost this game. Not a shame, though. They're gonna fight. Rip. Frog Human is a good card. I think that's the hard part about playing with 3 colors too, is there's so many good cards that it's hard to decide like which ones. But good stuff. GG. Ooh. Mirror match. Ah, man. Part of me wants to say yes just for the authority of consoles. It's like such a good card. But I can't do it. I only had 1 mana. This is a little better because at least we got Cultivate. And then we also have Gala Greeters too, which is pretty nice for getting like treasure or putting counters on stuff. Okay, so we hit our other land drop there. Think you can probably get a blue and a white there. Ooh. Do we do the greedy thing? Put this down, get another creature, make a treasure token? Maybe that's not greedy. Let's try that. Maybe it'll help with the ramp / keeping bodies on the board and being aggro. So we'll do create a tap treasure. And then attack. So then next turn we can cultivate. Yeah. Oh, perfect. And we hit our land drop. Okay. So let's cultivate. And I like that we even have the mirror match up there. Let's do another blue, just in case. We'll put that down on the board. We'll level you up. Auto-pay. And then let's attack with this. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. And they're probably gonna do the same back at us. I also am probably gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe try to go for Vorinclex that does the counters. Oh. GG's. It's gonna be token spam. Not good enough for land starts. Ooh, this is a million times better. Maybe better without the Skyclave and like a creature instead, but I don't know. Okay, so we got a body at least and something to put counters on. Let's do green. And then we'll do Arcane Signet. And then maybe next turn, should we put the commander down? So we got a body. Or would it be better to ramp? I guess it makes sense to body, and then next turn we can drop this. Or we could drop that and keep this, be greedy for the kick. I kind of want to put this down though. So we could slow them down by dropping this so that they don't untap potentially, and that slows their ramp down. Or we could ramp. And I feel like ramping might be the better option, but I also really like the idea of stopping them from potentially ramping as much by tapping their mana dork down. So I think that makes sense. So now they're stuck at 3 mana unless they hit their mana drop. Sweet. Let's attack. Well, they got instant speed, right? Unless they put stops on me. So they must have some sort of instant speed removal, right? Nope. Okay. Just some little 1/1 chump blockers, I guess. So if we hit our land drop, we'll probably put AO the Skygon down. I think I'm gonna let that go. Okay, so we did hit our land drop. We're gonna add a blue. And then I think I'm gonna do this, because there's potential for a lot of value there. Potentially against my better judgment. I almost feel like it's a race to aggro each other, potentially. So we can get this down next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we won't. We can kick this though, and then at least have these two come down. So assuming they don't pop off crazy with tokens, but if we do hit our land drop, that'll be really nice too. I don't think they're gonna attack. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, I think we want this down more than Skyclave Relic, honestly. I'm just gonna attack with all. And then if they swing in, we'll only get Stonk's value, Kari dies. That's really nice. Okay, we're still only gonna get Stonk's value. Because this will return stuff back to their hand, so they'll lose their tokens. I don't think we have a way really to kill Elshnorn, so maybe... Do we take 8? And then attack in the air for another 3? I think that could be a thing. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll return that. Submit. So return most of their board. And then we can drop this. Do we have enough to do all the things though? Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, I was stupid there. God, I attacked. I was thinking it was still a 6/6. I forgot Elshnorn was there. That was really dumb of me. Oh well. I don't think we want to do that. Okay. Well, we're definitely in... Oh, shoot. Do we want to do that? Let's try. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I forgot about that. Ah! Wow. But I think it still has the ETB, right? Yeah. Man, that's a bummer. I totally forgot. I think we're gonna die here, though. Doesn't matter. Rip. Oops. Elshnorn threw me through a loop a bit. Well, I hope you had fun hanging out, watching all the shenanigans and lots of misplays. And I kept forgetting I could look at the top card of my library. I was just so focused on the board and the hand. But overall, we went 5-3. And I had a lot of fun with this commander, so much so that I actually am building it now on paper. But yeah, I really like all the new mechanics that this set has brought, at least for, like, you know, historic Brawl and stuff. I haven't had too much experience checking out in standard, though that'll probably be where I look at next. But yeah, hope you had fun, and once again, thank you so much for hanging out. It means a lot. Have a good one. Bye.